Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today's the 12th of August 2024. Now look guys, so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned, since the 5th of August, it has gone up and it has gone down. So in today's episode, we'll definitely take a deep dive into the global cryptocurrency snapshot and we'll go ahead and look at what is it that is going on so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned. Now in today's episode guys, we'll go ahead and discuss some massive news, and that is to do with Ripple versus SEC. And what happened guys over the weekend is that a federal judge, they have ordered Ripple to pay $125 million in civil penalties. I'll definitely go ahead and give out more information. Now look guys, there's quite a lot of fake news that is circulating in media right now, stating that this is a massive win for Ripple. It is partially true. You could also argue that this is a partial win for SEC as well. So what I'll do guys in today's episode, I'll go ahead and explain what this news is all about, and we'll finally go ahead and answer, is this good news for SEC or Ripple? And does this mean that Ripple is a security or not? And what is the future impact of this in the cryptocurrency world? Now, so far as Ripple is concerned, guys, we do have another really important news, and they are working on stable coins. And Ripple, guys, have started testing its new stable coin, that is RLUSD on Ethereum mainnet and XRP ledger. It is a bit bizarre for the timing, isn't it? Now, it's really important to note, guys, that this stable coin has pretty much nothing to do with XRP. We'll definitely go ahead and take a deep delve into this. Now, in the world of regulations, guys, we do have an update. And to be honest, guys, there is mixed reaction to this. And this news, guys, has more to do with IRS, that is the Internal Revenue Services. And there are quite a lot of updates for the crypto tax form. Now, there is a lot of mixed reaction to this, guys. Some of them are stating it is positive, while some of them are stating it is negative. So in today's episode, I'll definitely go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now, the final news, guys, for today has to do with Tether USDT. And Celsius, which is now a defunct company, they actually suing Tether, guys, who are the issuers of the largest stablecoin, that is Tether USDT, isn't it? And they are seeking $3.5 billion in Bitcoin returns, damages, and legal fees. So I'll go ahead and discuss why they are suing them and what is the response Tether USDT has given to them. And guys, we also have some massive news all the way from Russia, and Vladimir Putin, he has legalized Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining. So in today's episode, we'll definitely take a deep dive into this. So quite a lot to cover, guys, in today's episode. And like we do in every Crypto and Coffee Day podcast, we will be looking at two news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. Now both the news, guys, has to do with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The first one has to do with Metaverse. And Saudi Arabia's Two-Week Academy, they are launching Metaverse camps. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now the second news, guys, is an absolute massive news, and that is to do with Oracle. And Oracle's second cloud region in Saudi Arabia has been set up to help the kingdom harness AI's full potential. So I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. So quite a lot to cover, guys, in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media, guys, is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well. And Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously. And they're focusing on 3 P's. That is people, planet, and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, the global cryptocurrency market is at $2.11 trillion, which is significantly better than 5th of August, isn't it? Now, there's been ups and downs so far as the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned, and it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, how the market reacts over the next coming days. And one metric that we need to keep an eye on is the stablecoin volume, isn't it? So we'll definitely go ahead and touch into that. Now, since the last 24 hours, guys, the global cryptocurrency market is down by 0.72%. Now, if you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume, guys, it is at $46.19 billion. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 2.81%. Now, let me quickly run to the volume in DeFi, because no matter what happens in the cryptocurrency and blockchain world, the volume in DeFi is absolutely ridiculously low, and today it is down to $2.76 billion. And DeFi, guys, as of today, is accounting for 5.97% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now, so far as the total value locked is concerned, it is down to $84.43 billion, with Lido still dominating so far as total value locked is concerned, and the total value locked is $25.93 billion. Now, decentralized to centralized exchange dominance, guys, is at 14.47%. Now, it's really important to note, guys, that I'm looking at these numbers in the early hours of Dubai, and it is technically still Sunday in most of the Western countries. Now, let me quickly run through the volume of decentralized exchanges, because Uniswap's volume is at $889.68 million, Orca, guys, is at $396.63 million, Radium is at number 3rd, its volume is $330.21 million, PancakeSwap, guys, is at number 4th, its volume is $322.58 million, and Aerodrome is at number 5th, its volume is $212.27 million. Now look, as truth be told, this number should have been at least 20 to 30% much more than what it is, because look what happened on 5th of August. That was absolutely devastating, not just for the cryptocurrency world, but for the stock market and the finance world, isn't it? So keeping all this thing in mind, I would have really liked to see this number much better than what it is. Now let me quickly run through the volume of stable coins, and the volume is not that great. It is only at $41.08 billion, and stable coins as of today, guys, is accounting for 88.94% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now look, guys, this actually gives an indication as to how the prices would react probably by Monday or Tuesday. So what I'm going to be doing is, I'm definitely going to be keeping a key eye on the volume of stable coins, and let's see, guys, what kind of tokens meme coins or Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies tend to pump up. Now, so far as the volume of stablecoins is concerned, Tether USDT is leading the pack with $34.96 billion, followed by Circle USDC at $3.20 billion. FDUSD guys is at number 3rd, and its volume is only at $2.58 billion. Now let me quickly run to the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now Bitcoin's market cap is at $1.18 trillion, whereas Ethereum's market cap, guys, since the last 72 hours has actually pumped up, and right now it is at $316 billion. So what has happened since the last 72 hours, guys? Looks like Ethereum has got a lot of inflows, isn't it? And the prices of Ethereum has pumped up, which in hindsight is a positive thing. Because remember, guys, on the 23rd of July is when the spot Ethereum trading went live, isn't it? So keeping all these things in mind, these numbers are definitely not looking good in my opinion. Now if you look at the 24-hour trading volume, Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $18.14 billion, followed by Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume at $11.19 billion. Now if you look at the dominance of Bitcoin, guys, it is almost at 57%, at 56.40% to be precise, whereas Ethereum's dominance is at 15.02%. Now what I want to do next, guys, is I want to run through the market cap of Metaverse and Gaming Protocol. Now me personally, guys, I tend to look at these numbers every second day, and I tend to share these numbers in my Crypto and Coffee Date podcast once a month. Now I get these numbers from Messari.io, so please feel free to go and check it out yourself as well. And there are loads of such information. Now the number one, guys, so far as Metaverse and Gaming Tokens is concerned is Immutable X, and its market cap is $1.83 billion. The second one is Notcoin, and its market cap is $1.19 billion. Axie Infinity, guys, is at number 3rd. Its market cap is well below the $1 billion mark. It is at $698 million. Gala, guys, is at number 4th. Its market cap is $651 million. And finally, at number 5th, guys, is Beam. Its market cap is $637 million. Now let's look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin, guys, because the prices of Bitcoin has marginally pumped up, and right now it is at $60,283. Now look, guys, the prices of Bitcoin did actually pump up to $61,000, but since the last few hours it has actually gone down. As a matter of fact, guys, since the last 24 hours it is down by 0.19%. Now if you look at it over a period of 7 days, it is up by 2.81%. Ethereum, guys, since the last 7 days is up by 6.32%. We all know what happened on 5th of August, isn't it? Now, I do have a standalone episode, guys, that I released called as Kamala Crash 5th of August 2024. So please feel free to go and check it out. Now, the price of Ethereum is at $2,632. And since the last 24 hours, it is up by 1.14%. Binance BNB Coin, guys, is at $522. Since the last 24 hours, it is up by 1.05%. But since the last 7 days, it is down by 4.52%. Now look, guys, over the weekend there was massive news regarding Ripple, isn't it? And what happened, guys, is a federal judge actually ordered Ripple to pay $125 million in civil penalties and imposed an injunction against future security law violations. And this has actually ended the long-running SEC case against the platform. Now what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, in the show notes below, there is an official document by the court. Make sure you go and read through it, because look, guys, when I'm looking at a lot of mainstream media, they are actually saying that this is a massive win for Ripple. This need not be necessarily true. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this case, because this was a court order from the United States District Court for Southern District of New York, and this was presided over by Judge Annalisa Torres. Now the case, guys, involves Security and Exchange Commission against Ripple Labs. Now we know, guys, at this point of time that the SEC claimed that Ripple illegally sold XRP, which is a type of cryptocurrency, without registering it in security, isn't it? And this according to the SEC violated Section 5 of the Securities Act of 1933. So look, guys, the SEC actually argues that Ripple made 3 types of illegal sale of XRP. The first one has to do with institutional sales, the second one had to do with programmatic sales, and the third one has to do with other distribution. Now regarding institutional sales, guys, what this document actually states is that contracts with the institutions earned Ripple $728 million. Regarding programmatic sales, that is the sale of digital exchanges, earned them $757 million. And regarding other distribution, guys, there were no cash transactions and they earned $609 million. Now regarding this whole drama, guys, earlier the court decided that Ripple's institutional sales were indeed illegal sale of securities, but so far as the programmatic sales and other distributions are concerned, they were not illegal, and the court also found that individual sales by Ripple senior executives were not illegal. This is a massive news, not for Ripple but only for the senior executive, guys. This is a key differentiation. Now here's the important thing to remember, guys. The SEC now wants the court to stop Ripple from violating security laws in the future, and they want to make Ripple pay over $876 million in profits made from illegal sales, and they have imposed an additional $876 million as penalty. Now, so far as Ripple is concerned, they have a really strong defense, and Ripple actually argues that an injunction, that is the court order to stop certain actions, is absolutely unnecessary, and the penalty should be lowered to around $10 million only. And according to Ripple, guys, they are saying that they have not acted recklessly or in bad faith. Now, they do acknowledge the court's earlier ruling on institutional sales, but they completely disagree with SEC's interpretation. Now, based on this document, guys, the court is weighing several factors to decide if Ripple is likely to break the law again in the future, which would justify an injunction and heavy penalties. And the court actually acknowledges that Ripple continued to sell XRP even after the initial ruling, which does raise quite a lot of concerns about future violations. Now, the court's decision, guys, is to grant some of the SEC's requests and deny them, but the specifics are still being determined, so it's going to be really interesting to see what the outcome to this is. Now look, guys, it is definitely a massive win, but only for the senior executives of Ripple, but the company, guys, they made quite a lot of money, isn't it? Now regarding the fees, guys, it's really important to note that people in Twitter and mainstream media are stating that Ripple is asking for $2 billion, but they reduced the $2 billion to $110 million if I'm not mistaken, and now, instead of $110 million, Ripple is ending up paying $125 million. Now, Ripple, guys, only asked for $10 billion, so these are things you need to factor as well. Now, the big question, guys, is this good for SEC or Ripple? Now, it's really important to understand, guys, that the court's decision is mixed, and I do feel that some outcomes are favorable for Ripple, but at the same time, others are favorable to SEC as well. Now, regarding Ripple, guys, out of the 3 types of illegal sales of XRP, I do feel that 2 news are favorable. That is to do with programmatic sales and other distributions, and the court did actually rule that Ripple sale of XRP on digital exchanges, that is programmatic sales, and other distributions were not illegal sale of securities. This, to be honest, is a significant win for Ripple, because if you look at the transaction amount, they definitely represent a larger portion of the sales. Now, another news which is favorable for Ripple, that is more to do with the executives, and the court also found that individual sales by Ripple senior executives were not illegal. This actually protects Ripple leaders from their personal liability. Now look, as this news is partially favorable to SEC as well, that regarding institutional sales, the court has actually agreed with the SEC that Ripple's direct sale of XRP, that was with institutional investors, were absolutely illegal, and this ruling supports the SEC's argument that these transactions involve the sale of unregistered securities. And regarding injunction and penalties, guys, the court is considering SEC's request for a permanent injunction to prevent Ripple from future violations and substantial financial penalties as well. Now look, as Ripple, because of that, looks like they're going ahead and launching a stablecoin, isn't it? And I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on that. But regarding this, guys, Ripple is actually arguing for lower penalties, but the fact that the request under consideration shows that the SEC's case still has strength. Now look, so far as the overall impact is concerned, the decision is only a partial victory for Ripple, because Ripple avoided a blanket ruling that all XRP sales were illegal. However, guys, the ruling of institutional sales and the potential for an injunction and penalties are significant challenges, so it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, what the future to this is. So look, guys, the only thing I can say that the decision is not a clear-cut win for either side, but rather a split outcome with implications for both Ripple's operations and the Security and Exchange Commission's regulatory authority over cryptocurrencies. Now the big question, guys, is, does this mean that Ripple is not a security? Because this is what is circulating in Twitter, as well as in quite a lot of misleading articles. Now it's really important to note, guys, that the court's decision does not categorically declare that Ripple's XRP is not a security. Instead, it makes a nuanced distinction based on how XRP was sold, and as I mentioned earlier, guys, regarding institutional sales, the court has actually ruled that Ripple's direct sales of XRPs to institutional investors, that is large entities that bought XRP under contract, were sales of unregistered securities. This suggests that in these cases, XRP was treated as a security because it was sold with the expectation of profit derived from Ripple's effort. But regarding programmatic sales and other distribution is concerned, guys, as I mentioned earlier, the court actually ruled that Ripple's sale of XRP on digital exchanges and non-cash transactions did not qualify as a sale of securities. This suggests that in these cases, XRP was not treated as a security, likely because these sales did not involve the same kind of direct relationship or expectation as institutional sales. So it's really important to note, guys, that at this point of time XRP is not universally considered a security. It can be classified as one in certain contexts, particularly in direct sales to institutional investors. So it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, what happens to the price of XRP. Now look, as when the announcement was made, the prices of XRP did actually pump up because of fake news and misleading articles in it. They were saying that this is a massive win for Ripple, which was not necessarily true, and the prices of XRP has gradually gone down as well. So look, guys, what I'd really recommend you to do is always make sure you look at information from first source, and in the show notes below you will find the official documents from the court. Please feel free to go and read through it. Now look, as Ripple is extremely smart, and they're going ahead and launching a stablecoin in it, and Ripple, guys, has started testing a new stablecoin called as Ripple USD, and the ticket symbol is RLUSD, and they are doing it on Ethereum mainnet as well as on XRP ledger. Now the stablecoin, guys, which is not yet tradable and it is pending regulatory approval, is intended for cross-border payment services, and RLUSD, that is Ripple stablecoin, is backed by US treasuries, dollar deposits, and also cash equivalents, with reserves to be audited monthly by a third-party firm. Now Ripple, guys, at this point of time is in beta testing, and they want to ensure security, efficiency, and reliability as well, and the company plans to offer both RLUSD and XRP, and they want people to use it for global payments once regulatory approval is obtained. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding RLUSD. Now look, guys, it is a perfect timing for Ripple to get into the stablecoin game, isn't it? Because look, so far as institutional sales are concerned, I'm pretty much sure they will not be doing that in the coming future. Now, guys, let's go and touch base on some news regarding IRS. And the IRS, guys, has introduced a revised draft of the 1099-DA form for cryptocurrency investors designed to streamline tax reporting for digital asset holders. And the IRS's new crypto regime, guys, will begin to get into effect for 2025 taxes, though some controversial aspects remain to be worked out. Now, the updated form removes detailed questions about wallet addresses, transaction IDs, and specific broker categories as well. Now look, guys, despite these changes, experts suggest that further steps are needed to simplify tax compliance within the crypto space and address the unique challenges for decentralized finance ecosystem. Now there are massive concerns regarding privacy, compliance costs, and risk of data breaches as well. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding IRS's new form. Now this is only applicable to citizens of United States of America, isn't it? But I'm pretty much sure, based on these other countries, will be implementing something similar. Now, guys, let's go and touch base on some drama between Celsius and Tether USDT. Now look, guys, Celsius at one point of time was one of the top cryptocurrency projects, isn't it? They went completely belly up, but now looks like they are suing Tether, which are the issuers of Tether USDT, and they are seeking $3.5 billion in Bitcoin returns, damages, and legal fees. Now Celsius's lawsuit claims that Tether improperly liquidated 39,542.42 Bitcoin that Celsius had provided as collateral during the bankruptcy. Now Celsius argues that it wasn't given the chance to provide additional collateral, but Tether insists that liquidation was requested by Celsius after declining to post more collateral. Now look, at Tether, they are clearly denying the claim, and they are calling the lawsuit baseless. Now as it stands, Celsius is seeking 57,428.64 Bitcoin, which is worth about $3.48 billion, along with at least $100 million in damages and legal fees. Now it's going to be really interesting to see what the outcome to this is. Now my personal opinion, guys, is both of them are notorious actors, so it's going to be really interesting to see what the outcome is. Now, guys, let's go and touch base on some news from Russia. And Russian President Vladimir Putin, guys, he has officially signed a law legalizing cryptocurrency mining in Russia, and the law introduces concepts such as digital currency mining, mining pools, and mining infrastructure operations as well. And cryptocurrency mining now is recognized as part of turnover, not as the issuance of digital currency in Russia. Now it's really important to note, guys, only Russian legal entities and registered individual entrepreneurs can engage in cryptocurrency mining in Russia. Individual miners can participate without registrations, provided the energy consumption is within common set limits. Now the law also allows the trading of foreign digital assets on Russian blockchain platforms. Now the Bank of Russia can ban certain digital assets if they pose a threat to the country's financial stability. Now President Vladimir Putin, guys, has emphasized the importance of establishing a legal framework for digital currencies, and he wants to boost Russia's economic development. So definitely positive news for Russia, I guess. Now look, as heavy sanctions that are placed on Russia are turning out to be a bad outcome for other countries, isn't it? But so far as Russia is concerned, looks like they're making a smart move. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts regarding this. So these were the news, guys, from the cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. and both the newscasts has to do with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding these. And the first newscast has to do with Metaverse on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Saudi Arabia's 12th Aug Academy. They have launched Metaverse Campus because the camps are held in partnership with Meta, and this initiative is the first of its kind in the MENA region, that is Middle East and North Africa. Now the registration for the camp is now open, and the program will last for 9 months. Now the camps will be held in 12th Aug Academy's head office in Riyadh, and several tracks will be pursued during the camps, and the camps are designed to introduce the concept of Metaverse, and trainees will explore augmented reality and virtual reality technologies, and the program focuses on the application of augmented reality and virtual reality, and the aim is to equip trainees with skills to build and help develop Metaverse systems, and 12th Aug Academy has partnerships with major international companies as well. And the recent partnership include the launch of Apple Developer Academy, and AWS Academy has also been launched by 12th Aug Academy, and another collaboration includes the Alibaba Cloud Academy, and the focus is on building national human resources specializing in emerging technologies, and the program aligns with the need of the labor market, and this initiative supports Saudi Arabia's vision for technological advancement as well. So definitely positive news. Now there is another positive news in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and that is to do with Oracle. And they have opened up the second cloud region in Saudi Arabia, and they want to help the kingdom harness AI's full potential. So look, this is definitely a massive deal in my opinion, and this move supports Riyadh's digital transformation strategy. Now this project is part of a $1.5 billion investment commitment by Oracle, and the new cloud region will help Saudi Arabia harness the full potential of artificial intelligence. And Oracle's cloud region in Middle East and Africa include location in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Jeddah, Johannesburg and Riyadh, and 2 more cloud regions are planned, one in Riyadh and another in Neom, and Oracle previously announced that Neom region would open up soon as well. Now the expansion allows with Saudi Arabia's push to boost its digital economy through modern technologies and innovation, and the new cloud region promotes data sovereignty, ensuring data protection under local laws, and the project will enable international and local companies to innovate and adopt AI and cloud computing technologies, and this development enhances Saudi Arabia's competitiveness regionally and internationally. Now look, cloud adoption is growing in the Middle East, isn't it? And this is driven by tech-savvy consumers and digital advancements, and global cloud providers like Microsoft, Amazon, IBM, and Alibaba Cloud have also established data centers in the region. And look, an expanded cloud footprint in Saudi Arabia is crucial for advancing digital transformation and generative AI, isn't it? And local cloud infrastructure improves data processing, security and compliance with national regulations, and Oracle's cloud region supports the kingdom's vision to leverage AI for digital transformation. And Oracle, as we know, operates 75 cloud regions in 26 countries, with 8 in the Middle East and African region, including 2 more planned for Morocco. So definitely positive news. So these were the newscasts on the cryptocurrency, blockchain and artificial intelligence world from Crypto and Coffee at 8 from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. And also please feel free to go and check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse, central bank digital currency, and even artificial intelligence. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Janet who asks, how do you think Russia's legalization of crypto mining will impact the global cryptocurrency market? This, to be honest, is definitely a brilliant question, because look, Janet, once major countries go ahead and start doing that, I'm pretty much sure other countries will be following a similar pursuit. Now, so far as Russia is concerned, because they are sanctioned by US and most of the Western countries, I'm pretty much sure other countries who are in a similar position will try to do that, isn't it? And Russia's decision to legalize cryptocurrency mining could have several significant impacts on the global cryptocurrency market, in my opinion. Because look, Janet, with Russia's vast energy resource and cold climate, it is likely to become a major hub for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency mining, isn't it? This could actually lead to an increase in global hash rate, enhancing overall security and stability of blockchain network. And I'm talking about Bitcoin, which uses proof of mining, isn't it? And also Russia's entry into the legal cryptocurrency mining space might actually shift the balance of mining power away from major regions like North America and Asia. And just few weeks ago, President Donald Trump did actually state that as the next president of US, he would want to bring a lot of cryptocurrency mining back into US, isn't it? So this move by Russia could actually lead to more decentralized mining operations, in my opinion, and it could actually potentially stabilize the market and reduce the power of centralized power. And also, Janet, if you look at the economic impact, Russia's recognition of crypto mining as part of its economic framework could attract foreign investment in collaboration in the blockchain space. This might actually spur innovation, new projects, and possibly the development of more advanced mining technologies, isn't it? But on the flip side, it's also important to note that the integration of cryptocurrency into Russia's economy could create geopolitical tensions, especially with countries having stricter regulations on sanctions of crypto activities, isn't it? But look, overall, it is definitely a positive news, but definitely a great and interesting question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything season blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And guys, please feel free to go and check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, metaverse, and even artificial intelligence space. And remember, guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., we have Crypto with Coffee podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East, from the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and now artificial intelligence world as well. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.